Good morning to everyone watching Luntha this morning, and welcome to our Tuesday's edition of Press Review, today being the 17th of January in the year 2023. And now remember that in this program, we only take you through some of the stories that are appearing in our newspapers, that is the Daily Times and The Nation. And today you'll be with me, Tandiwe Mzumara, and my colleague,
Bridget Mwanoka.
Good morning, Bridget. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thanks. And how are you too?
I'm fine. Are you sure you're fine?
Yeah, I am.
You look kind of down.
I'm not down.
Is it because it was a long weekend?
Yeah, it was, but still.
Does today perhaps feel like a Monday to you?
No, because I was here up to 8 in the evening, so it doesn't look like a Monday at all.
Oh, okay, fine. I get why. Now I get it. It's okay.
Were you not here?
I was here, but I get why, though.
Okay.
You know, schools have opened, so perhaps you woke up earlier than usual. Yeah.
Very
okay.
true.
All right. So I will be taking you through the Daily Times.
And I'll take you through some of the stories which are appearing in the national newspaper.
All right. I'll start on the front page. A headline here reads, Malawi remains with 40,000 cholera doses. And part of the story reads that only 40,000 cholera vaccine doses are remaining in the country. That is according to the Daily Times. Presidential Task Force on COVID and Cholera co-chairperson Wilfred Nkoma has confirmed the development, saying the doses are not enough to cater for people that need them across the country. Now, earlier today, I called the spokesperson, the Ministry of Health. He did confirm, Adrian Chikumbe. He did confirm that yes, the country has a few doses remaining. Apparently, they're actually less than 40,000.
Okay, so is it that people are going there in large numbers? Or?
Yes, I think we can say that it's a good thing that it seems people have now accepted, have actually come to realize to say, okay, I think it's good that we go for it. It's a good thing, but then also it raises concern to say, when they're done, what is the plan?
What are we going to do next?
Yes, because according to Chikumbe, at this point, there is no hope for a next consignment coming anytime soon. Yes.
And also, speaking of people going in large numbers, there is a clip circulating on social media about a pastor preaching against the vaccine, calling the police all sorts of names. I don't think it's right. As it is now, cholera is deadly. So
it has always been.
As long as, okay, we're talking of freedom, but then I think we should take this disease very seriously.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then maybe just also to say something that Chikunde did emphasize on, to say people need to understand that just because the vaccine might be done anytime soon, it doesn't mean that we're doomed. Because the key to actually curbing the rise in cases of cholera is practicing hygiene.
Yes.
That is the key, because you might actually get the vaccine, but if you're not being hygienic, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be safe.
Yes.
So be hygienic at all times.
Okay, and I am just glad that previously we were registering a number of men, but now I think the number has dropped, so it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, on the front page of the Nation newspaper, what about a tariff hike, and the subtitle, but Minister says cholera situation to determine. Okay, so the country's 5 water boards are pushing for a tariff hike of between 15 and 40% from April 1st, 2023, but Minister of Water and Sanitation, Abidamia, says the cholera situation will inform decisions. I think as it is, last week you wrote a certain report, a very good one at that, about cholera situation, and I think it was something to do with water.
Access to water.
Access to clean water.
Access to clean water.
Yeah, and you mentioned a percentage of people. What was that? 82%? 89%.
So that means about 89 people in every 100 people it's only about 89 people who have access to water. Clean. Every 100. Yes, access to clean water.
Yeah.
So I think it's as they're eyeing tariff hike, apart from the fact that Minister says cholera situation to determine, they also have to think about how many people are able to access this water, even if they raise it, how many people are accessing this water.
Sure.
And also looking at the economic situation of the country. We're just surviving, I think, by the grace of God.
I think I like that idea. I like that statement. We are surviving by the grace of God. Because
we really need to think of if you actually raise the tariff how are people going to
Survive
survive
or
that?
manage.
To actually pay for that? Because at this point, all right, do you have any more local stories?
Yeah, I'll
besides
take
business?
one more. Civil servants, but that's still on the front page. Civil servants go to court over pension scheme, and partly the story, some junior civil servants have, through the Attorney General, taken the government to court, challenging the implementation of the contributory pension scheme, saying it discriminates against them. Sure.
Yeah, and civil servants.
Yeah, and I think it is always drama after drama in this country.
Oh, yeah. All right, so moving on to business, the headline here is expert optimistic on 2023 growth. And part of the story reads that economic expert from the Malawi University of Business and Applied Sciences, MUBAS, Bechani Chereni, has expressed hope that the local economy could pick up by 3% in 2023, as projected by the World Bank. His sentiments are based on favorable rains the country has been receiving since December, saying they could boost agriculture production. I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so, because...
And the fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed, and we keep praying because,
We need prayers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, growing fears over power supply targets, and the story, energy expert Grain Malunga says a government's decision to dissolve Power Market Limited, PML, and transfer the single buyer license to Electricity Supply Corporation of Malawi, ESCOM, will affect power. It's like there won't be any competition. And if there is no competition, I think the delivery of the other institution is poor. I'm speaking this by experience.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Would you like to share this experience?
No, I don't want to go further, but then just know that if there is a competition, I think the other end delivers.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of examples of that.
Remember the first time when we only had one mobile network?
Yeah, that's the thought that came to my mind when you talked about competition. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Should I proceed or not?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Where there's competition, people try their best to deliver. Yes. Okay. All right. So moving on to international news, I will take one. A headline here reads: Museveni urges overseas travel ban for MPs, and part of the story reads that Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni over the weekend called for a ban on overseas travel by members of parliament and civil servants to save money for priority areas. I think Uganda, just like many other countries in the world right now, is also experiencing some economic woes.
Yeah.
And it's trying its best to cut, for example, he has urged a travel ban for members of parliament and civil servants, overseas ban. And also I hear that he has also demanded, or should I say ordered, that there should also be a ban on all, freeze on all allowances.
I think that's a great move.
It is. I mean, imagine if we did that too as a country, huh?
Okay, let's not go there. Ramaphosa cancels Davos trip over energy crisis. Another one there. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has cancelled his trip to Davos, Switzerland for the World Economic Forum because of the energy crisis in his country. I think this is the second time. If not the third, the fourth, the fifth. But then I think he was somewhere and he had to go back to South Africa just because of the economic crisis. And there were other leaders who stayed back even though their countries were worse than South Africa. But anyways, we think differently.
Yeah. And I think for South Africa, apparently it's been experiencing blackouts up to 6 hours a day.
Yes.
Of course, when you try to compare it to Malawi, somehow it's like, 6 hours, that's okay, because Malawi will stay the whole day.
And then the way you have put it, it's okay, like you're just worried. Okay.
No, okay, 6 hours in comparison to what we experience in Malawi. Sometimes 6 hours is nothing.
Because we go as far as 17 hours.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're lucky. Should we move on to arts and culture?
Okay, yeah, we can.
All right. Speaking of arts and culture, a headline here reads Kosoma for construction of 5 billion kwacha School of Arts, and part of the story reads Copyright Society of Malawi Kosoma on Friday asked the government to help in construction of the long-awaited School of Arts in the country for the growth of the creative sector.
Okay, artists lobby for share in budget. Artists have asked the government to ensure the passing of Arts and Culture Heritage Council Bill in Parliament, which they say will improve the sector in Malawi.
All right, now moving on to the back page, that is with the local sport. A headline here reads, once a nomad, always one. The sub-headline reads, Chester U-Turns agrees to sign a 3-year deal. And part of the story reads that Mighty Mukuru Wanderers and midfielder Yemekani Chester have reached an agreement to extend the player's contract by 3 years. There was so much controversy over rumors that he was said to leave
the club.
But then there were still others believing to say there is no way he was going to leave. So it has been proven right for those who actually thought he wasn't going to leave.
But anyways, we wish him luck.
Oh yeah, most
Okay, so on the back page of the Nation newspaper, Local Sports, TNM releases 62 million waja for top 3 in the subtitle bows down to clubs' demands. TNM PLC sponsors of the TNM Super League have accepted to clubs' plea to give up prize money to the deserving teams before the official prize presentation ceremony.
All right. Do you have any more local sports before we go to international?
I think we can move on to international.
All right. I will take one. I am really not trying to please you by taking this one. I'm just chosen. All of them. I've just chosen this one. So Arsenal 8 points clear, and part of the story reads that Arsenal extended their lead at the top of the Premier League to a formidable 8 points with an outstanding performance and win in the North London Derby at Tottenham. The Gunners took full advantage of Manchester City's loss at Manchester United on Saturday with an impressive show of style in the first half and still after the break to claim a vital 3 points.
But I think I'm not ready to face Manchester United on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I have nothing to say about that.
Okay, but you are a Man U fan, so...
I am I?
Are you not?
I mean, let's just
finish.
Yeah.
Okay, Galvis stars in Barcelona's Super Cup win. This is Andrew Pound's team, by the way. Xavi claimed his first trophy as Barcelona manager after a comfortable 3-1 victory over rivals Real Madrid in the Spanish Super League, Super Cup final.
All right, well, that story also brings us to the end of what we had for you in this edition of Praise Review for today, Tuesday, the 17th of January in the year 2023. Now, remember that we do only get to take you through some of the stories that appear in our newspapers. And so if you do want to know more details to the stories we read, and some of which we could not, do make sure to get yourself the papers, with each going at the price of 1,000 kwacha. And before I say goodbye, just a reminder, by now you must be annoyed by this reminder, but then I'm still going to keep on doing it, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Cholera is amongst us. Make a choice. You know, set your priorities right. Make sure to either get yourself a cholera dose if you do want to. Just a reminder, it is not compulsory,
but it is important.
But what is compulsory, if you know what's good for you, is to practice hygiene. So let me leave it there.
I think she has said everything. I don't even have anything to add.
Good, because that way we don't get to stay here longer. So you've been with me, Tandy Wemzumara, and my colleague
Bridget Mwanonka. Continue watching Luntha television because we still have a number of programs lined up for you. Good morning.